Hi, Dr. Dave here with another product review. Today we have the OlynVolt neck tick. For those of you that have never heard of OlynVolt, I've done another product review. They have a TENS unit, a really simple to use TENS unit. Check out that review. It's a nice little pocket-sized TENS unit, and we've certainly done other OlynVolt products. Make sure to check out our healthcare products review playlist as well. That being said, this product review, this is an interesting product. It's basically a massager for the neck, but it uses TENS, similar to their other product, but it's just for the neck, okay? I'm gonna give you my 2 cents, and it's probably gonna be worth a lot more than 2 cents. First of all, you want to make sure that you're not using it with a pacemaker or any other kind of medical device like a heart-lung machine, any kind of electronic device, electrocardiograph, for example. If you're using any kind of high-frequency surgical equipment and this device right here, you could have some instability with this, with the EMS on this. That's something you should know. Also, if you're pregnant, shouldn't use this, or have sensitive skin or heart disease, abnormal blood pressure, malignant tumors, or cerebrovascular patients shouldn't be using this. Okay, so read the cautions and the contraindications before you go and you buy this product and see if you fit into that. You should always do that with any product. That being said, this takes about 3 hours to charge. I'm gonna be 100% candid. I'm not a fan of TENS and EMS. For me, it's like pins and needles, and it's like going to a physical therapist and you get the pads put on you, and I've done a really great video on how to use a TENS unit and EMS unit. So make sure you check that video out, because that's a really good video, and it gets into the technology of TENS and what frequencies to use in different parts of the body. This product here, it's nice and small. They make their products nice and compact, similar to Apple, although this would be nice if it folded, and I've got some comments to make on that in just a second here. So the impulse frequency goes from 1 to 1,000 hertz, and the pulse width goes from 20 to 400. So something to consider. It can be used for a wide range of things for the neck, but this is really only for the neck, okay? So here is the button to turn on, and you can see light come on, and then there's a button for the heat, and see that the red lights here on that? So that's nice because it heats up the neck. Okay, so I'm gonna put that on here right under my collar, and it heats up the neck very quickly, but the heat here is in the front. So by doing that, it helps to open up the lymph chains, right? So we have an anterior and a posterior lymph chain, anterior auricle and posterior auricle right in front and behind the ear. And it goes right down the anterior lateral side of the neck. And this goes right over that area unless you have a really fat neck, okay? So this is not adjustable, and that's the downside to this product. So I have a 16.5 neck in thickness in neck, and for me, this fits around. But if you had a 17.5 or bigger thickness, this may not fit so great. It would get stretched out further and be more on the muscles. Not that it's bad to heat up the muscles, but it's meant to heat up the lymph nodes and get some lymph drainage. That being said, the EMS is in the back, the 2 sensors in the back. And I'm just gonna take this off. There's a plus and minus button on here to increase the intensity. It comes also with a remote control, which is really nice. And then a charging cord, a USB-C charging cord. And it takes about 3 hours to charge. But these stim points right here in the middle, what they didn't account for is that the neck, the average width, and I'm going to assume this is supposed to sit around C5, C6, C7 at the base of the neck. The average width of a vertebra is 22 millimeters, okay? And while these little sensors, they bend a bit, right? They move and kind of bend and rotate in different directions. They're not spaced out enough. They're definitely not spaced out 22 millimeters, which is the average size of a C5 vertebra, right? So if the vertebra is 22 millimeters average size, you would want the space in between these two EMS 10 sensors at least, I would think, 12 to 15. This is good for people with smaller necks, below, I would say, a 16 size neck. It's not adjustable as far as I can see. I've tried to adjust it. I can't extend it or adjust it in any way. So that's the downside to this. Again, if you have a neck thinner than 16 and you like TENS EMS massage, it's got several modes to massage the neck while you're getting heat. It's nice, it's relaxing if you like TENS EMS. But again, I told you guys I'm not a big fan of that. It's just my preference. I have some patients that love getting the TENS unit and the EMS before an adjustment or before a treatment. Everybody has their own preference. That is the OlynVolt neck tick. I'm not sure where they got that name from, but that's the OlynVolt neck tick product review. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you. If there are any discounts, we will of course leave those links in the description. Make sure to check that.